Hello, hi, I'm ALL the Cryptic Hybrid, and this is Sherlock, A Case for Watson. Now, A Case for Watson is a first-person narrative-driven detective game that was developed by a team at the University of Applied Sciences Europe, and it's a title where you play Dr. Watson, the infamous Dr. Watson, obviously the sidekick of Sherlock Holmes. Let's go right in and check out the game together. Now, the game is available for Windows, macOS, and Linux on itch.io. Just see the link in the description if you want to download it. Let's play on hard. So we are now Baker Street, obviously, 1922 London. Obviously Baker Street. So here we are. What's this? Death of Viscount. Okay. Task, talk to Sherlock. Okay, so the first task is talk to Sherlock. You can see the controls, WSD, jump. I don't know why you can jump. Log, drawing, switch evidence. Okay. Let's go talk to Sherlock. Although this is powered by Unity. Okay. I like the design of the characters. They all wear masks, which is a little creepy, but yeah. Good afternoon, Sherlock. Oh, good afternoon, my friend. Slept well? Miss Hudson brought the mail this morning. We got a letter. It's there on the sofa. Can you please tell me who is disturbing us this time? Okay. The Last Supper, and you can see they all have masks too. I don't know why that's the case, but I kind of like the visual. Alright, we got a letter. Dear Mr. Holmes, as a member of the Musicians Union London, I would like to invite you to a concert. I haven't seen you at any event in the recent past. This Friday at 4 p.m, one of my most talented disciples, Clarice Williams, gives a concert at the Hippodrome of London. She's really talented, she's a really talented pianist and will surely be able to impress you. Attached to this letter, you will find a ticket. Respectfully, Richard Clark. So, okay, so we need to get this. So this is, you can drag and drop pieces of text as evidence, and you can see our task is to read the letter and tell Sherlock who the sender is. Well, the sender is Richard Clark. So I'm gonna get this here. We put down, and now we can talk to Holmes and see the clue that we wrote down. Richard Clark. Richard Clark. Ah, yes, I remember now. An old case from when I was still quite young. I remember meeting him some years later. He had just started in music, I think it's a music school. That's when I got my violin. What was the name again? Could you check? The violin should be in the bedroom. Okay, Holmes. You know, you could check stuff for yourself, you know. Okay. So let's go. So this is the violin. E.E. Chopin Music School. And in order to get, you know, the name, we have to draw by pressing Q or P. See? We made a drawing of the screen, basically. And you can keep the drawing or you can discard it. I'm gonna keep it because it's what Sherlock asked me to get. So now I'm gonna share with him the picture that I drew. Ah, yes, the F.F. Chopin Music School. Sadly, I've already made plans for this evening, but wasting that ticket would be a shame. You should go, Watson. You'll enjoy it. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's go to the concert. Hippodrome Concert Hall, 5:53 p.m. The concert ends. As you are about to leave the Hippodrome, the beautiful pianist interrupts you. You are Watson, right? Mr. Holmes' assistant? I need your help. Something happened to my teacher and you are a doctor, aren't you? It's right around the corner, please. Also, I think I'm going to require your friend's help. You agree and go with her. On your way out, you see a known police officer. Please contact Inspector Lestrade and tell him to get Sherlock Holmes and to reach me at the music school here around the corner. And now we go to Frédéric François Chopin Music School, 6:57 p.m. Start? There's been a murder. Okay, so this is the case. Wow, that's a lot of blood. Richard. Richard's body. Wait. Let me take a picture first. Okay. Is there anything around here? No. We are a doctor, so let's analyze the body. The body is already stiff. This would imply that the victim was killed before 4 p.m. There are no traces around the hands or arms, which means that the victim did not or could not defend himself. Okay, so this might be a clue that he died before 4 p.m. And no traces of hands. I'm gonna put that down too as evidence. Let's inspect the wounds. There are multiple stab wounds on the body. The wounds are not too deep, which can be explained in two ways. The murderer is either physically not very strong, or the blows were delivered in very quick succession. Okay, I'm gonna get all of these clues. And okay, what's this? So this is a victim's calendar, I guess. 5 p.m. What's this? I don't understand. Daily practice in my office, but I don't know. Well, I really don't understand what this is. FDFC. Okay. Okay, let's try to play these notes. See what happens. F D F C. Aha! It's a piano that can play songs on its own. Alright, let's get this clue. Because it's a little weird, right? If he's a you know, a school teacher, a music school teacher, why would he have a piano like this? Okay, this is Elizabeth. Okay. Just looking around the house, it's pretty empty. What's this? Okay, let's take this as a clue. Talk to Elizabeth. What happened here? Richard, my beloved Richard. I found him at 6 p.m. and I was looking for him since I had not heard from him in a while. And he was just lying there, dead, with all that blood. Usually his schedule is to play until 5 in the evening and then come downstairs. So when I heard him stop playing at 5, I was expecting him. I walked upstairs to check on him. I was worried, thought he might have one of his low days, but when I walked in... Please don't let me talk about this. He's in the room there, right behind me, with the door still open. Okay, and who are you exactly? I'm Elizabeth. Richard was my husband. When was the last time you saw Richard? Let me think. Alright, I saw him before he started practicing. He went upstairs and closed his door behind him. It must have been nearly 2 p.m. Okay. Where were you between 2 and 4 p.m.? So this would be when he was murdered. I was drinking tea with Theodore. Drinking tea with Theodore. Okay, that's might be a clue. You know, we made some cake together as a surprise for the students and Richard. Okay. He looked really happy after doing this. I guess he needed a break from all the playing. Okay, let me get this potential clue. And where were you between 5 and 6 p.m.? I was cleaning the grand piano in the main hall. Okay, let's get this potential clue. What can you tell me about the victim? He was a great man. He had no enemies, and he barely left the house. No enemies, eh? The piano was all his life. All he cared about was his compositions. I can't think of anyone who could possibly do him harm. Did you notice anything suspicious, ma'am? He had hard times recently. But beside that, it was a normal day. He practiced most of the afternoon. Everything was just like he planned it on his timetable. Alright, well, let's show her the body. Oh Lord, my poor Richard. How could this even happen? How could I let that happen? Please, I don't want to see that again. Okay, let's tell her that he was killed before 4 p.m. I don't understand. Okay. Trace wounds? No. Multiple stab wounds? Oh, I saw the stab wounds when I found it, but I can't imagine where. I can't imagine there being so many. Who would do something like this? Okay. Let's show her this. That's one of his trophies from the war. Something seems to be missing there. What about the piano? Why would he have that? Does that mean that he wasn't practicing today? Okay, that's it for now. So, okay. So this is downstairs. Let's look everywhere in the house. So this is where the body is. And over here we have bathroom and a pipe. Okay. Let's talk with Elizabeth about the pipe. Where is that thingy? Come on. Oh, pipe. Richard told Robert to fix this some time ago. It looks like he forgot. Okay. Anything else around here? Okay, there's something there. Is that bloody? Is that blood on the door, or is it just a coincidence? Maybe just a coincidence. Wait, let me show her this. I don't think it matters, but okay. So I thought that was blood on the, but it might just be the color. Okay. I really thought it was blood. Okay. This guy is Robert. Okay, Robert. We're gonna talk to Robert. Oops, sorry. So this is these are our case files, let's say. You can see here the stuff about Richard, Theodore, Robert, Elizabeth, and Clarice, the pianist we heard in the concert. Let's look around here first. Nothing here. Any secret book I could take out? No. Over here. Well, there's nothing here. Or at least it doesn't look like there's anything here. Okay. Alright, let's talk to Robert. Okay, Robert. What happened here? Richard, the great pianist, was killed. It was really devastating. He was such a great teacher. And you are? I'm Robert. I've been learning from Richard for a few months now. Okay. But we developed kind of a relationship. Really? I'm not the best at it, but it was an honor to have him as a teacher. Developed a relationship. When was the last time you saw Richard? It was right after lunch with everyone from 12:45 to half past 1 p.m. I wanted to show him a new composition I made, so I went up to his room right before he started practicing. Well, I left practice room right before he started practicing, so at 2 p.m. Okay. Let's get these. Where were you between 2 and 4? I took a nap in the lounge. Oh really, that's very convenient, isn't it? You just slept when the guy was murdered? After 4, I was studying one of Richard's compositions. Okay, so you claim. What can you tell me about the victim? Not quite a lot. I've been here only for 7 months, but I noticed he had a strict timetable. He was literally writing everything down and would plan his whole day. Okay. Did you notice anything suspicious? How? I was sleeping most of the time, and after I woke up I did not notice anything special except the tea, except for the tea that I drank. The tea bag was still in the mug. Huh. The tea was tea bag was still in the mug. How is that? Okay. What do you think about Elizabeth? Elizabeth? I don't really know her too well. She feels like a kind and lovely woman. Okay. Let's see. Let's show him the photo. What a terrible fate. You'd expect that after surviving the war he deserved a painless death. A painless death, huh? He doesn't know anything about this. No. The wounds are not too deep. No, he doesn't know anything about that. Ah, the piano. Oh, I have seen this before. You can put a paper template between it and then the piano plays by itself. But why? I think that's the equipment he wore during the war, but I don't really know. Only the fact that the war changed him a lot. Oh, really? His creativity decreased. He also developed some strange habits. Okay, I wonder what strange habits. Okay. He had hard times recently? No, he doesn't know about that. The pipe? Oh, yes, it's broken. Richard told me to repair it. I was already planning on doing that. Well, why didn't you do it then? Okay. Alright, so we got some info on Robert. Okay. So he was studying with Richard and he didn't fix the pipe. What do you think about Robert? Honestly, I don't like him. He has no aspiration and just spends his time distracting the other students, but what can we do? This might be a clue. The family pays good money to have him study here. Okay. Richard hates it when he procrastinates practice and instead uses the time to sleep in the lounge. Okay. Okay, maybe I can confront Robert with that. Let me see, where is it? Elizabeth. Because this is from Elizabeth. Come on, where is it? Richard. This? I feel guilty for being such a bad student. I wish I would listen to him more often. Your family paid good money? No. He had no aspirations. That's what Elizabeth said. No. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, strange habits. On one hand, he's a really great pianist. On the other hand, he has those strange habits like only using green and suddenly mixing colors in his compositions. Only using green? Okay, wait. Only using green. Only using green. What does that mean? Only using green. Oops, sorry. Only using... Okay, so if it's only using green, then who wrote that? Okay. Okay, this looks like shit. Only using green. Only using green. He's trying not to let anything get close to him. These quirks are his way to feel safe. Oh god, the war changed him so much. It's really hard for me sometimes to see how he suffered from the stuff he experienced. Okay. Okay, let's see. Creativity decreased? No. War changed him a lot. Before the war, he was so kind. Don't get me wrong, deep inside him, he's still the same man. When Clarice was younger, she really was able to get that glance in his eyes back, only by playing piano. This might be a clue. He was sitting in the main hall with her, just sitting on the ground listening to her playing, but now most of the time was spent on dealing with his weird habits. Okay. Alright, let's see. Weird habits. Study one of, took a nap. Okay, so I want to see. So someone else wrote that. Okay, come on. Where's the thingy about the? About him writing only in green. Dealing with Elizabeth. Okay. Okay, this one. Yes, he really loves green. That is kind of sweet, don't you think? After the war, it was kind of out of hands. Out of hands? He would only use green, and then suddenly he started using red in his compositions. I like to believe that helped him face the terrors of the years. Terrors of the years. Huh. Terror of the years. But no, this is weird. But what is this though? What does this say? What the fuck is that? Writing? That's right. No, it's not. Is it writing? Writing? I don't know. Okay. Well, let's talk to Robert again. Let's see. Wait, where is it? Mixing color compositions? He only uses red in his compositions. Okay, let's see what else we can say. I want Elizabeth stuff. Hard times recently, no. Wait. Cake together. She's a really talented baker. Maybe she can sometimes. Maybe she can do sometimes with that once this terrible situation settles down. Okay. Let's see. Where's the picture of the blackboard? Is this the one? The master only used red color for his pieces. Furthermore, Theodore told me that Richard is in love with the color green. I still don't know why he would only use red in his compositions. Okay. Alright. So, I don't know. So, he loves the color green, but he uses red in his composition. This is Clarice. And what do we have here? This. Let's see. Okay, so this is where. Are you sure you want to wait for Sherlock? This action will lead to the end of the game. Well, no. So if you want to end the game, you go there, but we're not finished. So let's. Okay, so over here, look, the murder weapon. Let's take a picture. So this is what was missing from that placement upstairs. Where is it? Here, see? It's missing from here. So someone took the bayonet from here and killed him with it. And then, weirdly enough, took it all the way down. Which I don't know why they would do that and just leave it here. It's very odd. Very, very odd. Okay, so we got the murder weapon. Let's talk to Clarice. What happened here? I don't know. You were at the concert, weren't you? They told me Richard got killed. He was my mentor. We had a really close relationship. Ooh, close relationship. How close? I can't believe it. And who are you? I'm Clarice. I'm one of Richard's disciples. When was the last time you saw Richard? He wished me good luck right after lunch. It must have been around 1:30 p.m. I know how important it is for him to not be bothered with his daily practice. Okay. Where were you between 2 and 4? Well, I was preparing for the concert. I was really excited. I left the house around 3:20. Preparing for the concert, and she left at 3. Okay, so she could have murdered him. 5 to 6? Well, you should know. I was performing right in front of you. Right, okay. Right, so she still could have murdered him. What can you tell me about the victim? He was more than a teacher to me. He was like a father. Okay. You need to know that my real father died during the war. Okay. Richard took me under his wings and cared for me as if I was one of his works. I owe him a lot. Did you notice anything suspicious? No, not really. It was a normal day. Richard practiced playing the piano. And I left right after I prepared my concert. What do you think of Elizabeth? I've known her for a really long time now. She's such a sweet woman. She's so kind and helpful. What do you think about Robert? He's a really sweet guy. He got such a good taste and he's good at dancing. He's not the best student here and isn't quite as motivated as he should be. He says that his family forces him to learn at this school. Huh. Okay. Let's see the blackboard. That's his timetable. Looks normal so far. He planned his day like any other. Yeah, but why did he write in red? That's the question. Alright, do you know anything about what he did in the war? No? The war changed him. How? Oh, she doesn't know. She was together. Okay, this? No. Weird habits. The most genius men often have some kind of special habits. I know he had his obsession with green and also his strict timetable, but I think most of the time I was able to see over it, see the great man he used to be. Okay. The tears from these ears, do you know that? No, she doesn't know anything that. Color green? Oh yes, he loved green. That's why his office is painting like that. It's one of his weird habits. Alright, the murder weapon. Oh please, put that away, it is so disgusting. Well, the bayonet has blood on it and would describe perfectly the shape of the wounds. So that's the weapon that was used? Yes, I believe so. Really close relationship? No. Okay, wait. I prepared. So this is what she was doing before she left. She was preparing for the concert. It was really hard to decide which songs to play. So I asked Elizabeth, and she helped me out. I had a stressful time running around looking for some sheets I couldn't find. Okay, what sheets? But in the end, it worked out. Okay. Let's see. Father died during the war. Okay, let's show her the body. I don't know what to say. Well, it's a dead man. He was killed before. Okay, let me try this. No. Multiple stab wounds. The murderer must have used something like a kitchen knife. Why would you say kitchen knife? That's interesting. Okay, the piano. This must be important. That is one of Richard's favorite pianos. He bought it last year in one of the biggest piano stores here in London. Okay, that might be a clue. This? Yeah, Richard was a soldier in the war and those are his helmet, bayonet and his Medal of Honor. Okay. Alright, so we got some extra info. Maybe we can ask Robert and Elizabeth about it. The bayonet. Okay, the bayonet was the murder weapon. Richard got murdered with his own weapon? How ironical. The burden he brought back from the war finally killed him. I'm sorry if I'm being incensed. Okay, well, what? The burdens he brought back. What burdens? Okay. What do you think about Clarice? Clarice is a really nice woman. The kind of woman you could imagine spending your life with. Really now. Sadly, she doesn't seem to be interested in things like that. Okay. No. No, let's see. This? No. Family forced him. No. Okay, let's see. Not the best student. Okay, this? No, he doesn't care that Clarice told me that he's not the best student. Let's see. Father? No. She left the house preparing. I was sleeping. She looked quite nervous at lunch. I don't know if it was because of the concert though. Huh, that's weird. Let's talk about this. No. The murder weapon. Let's show him the murder. Yes, that was used by the murderer. Yes, that was the weapon. Let's see. That's it's really hard to go through all the clues. The war. Let's see what. Okay, let me get some Clarice stuff. Maybe I can ask him. Wait. Come on, Clarice. Clarice. Richard was a soldier in the war. I think Richard has experienced some really hard things during the war. He really longed for peace. That's why he loved green. Green is the color of peace. Is it? Really? Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's go and talk to Elizabeth some more. Okay, the bayonet is the murder weapon. You mean someone killed him with that thing? I told him it was not a good idea to keep those. But that's not important anymore. Nothing matters now. Oh? What do you think about Clarice? She's such a sweet girl. Richard sort of adopted her after the war. He was like a father to her. I must admit sometimes I'm a little jealous about them. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting. A little jealousy? Before the war, he was so... Well, I've read about this. Let's see what else. He bought the piano in London? No? No. Okay, this one. Stressful time. So Clarice was running around. So let's see if she can confirm this. No? She's not... Okay. She's not... Why is she not confirming that she helped Elizabeth look for sheets? Okay. That's not good. Okay. Oh, come on. Nothing. Okay. Oh yeah, she prepared for the concert. She looked a bit angry and was nervous. She also asked me which song she should play. Alright, angry and was nervous. Why was she angry? Why was she angry? Okay. Why was Elizabeth angry? Let's confront her about it. Clarice! Do you hear the lambs, Clarice? So what do we have? Elizabeth. Let's see. Elizabeth, come on. Okay. A little jealous, no? Oh, come on. It's me asking about the... Oh, whatever. Let's go... Let's go... Wait. Alright, our last candidate. Theodore. Clarice is his sister. Sorry, brother, not sister. Well, I don't know, you know. I'm not gonna misgender him. Or her. It. Z. I don't know. Oh, the cake, look. Okay. That's the cake that Elizabeth said that she was baking. Right? With Theodore? Right? That's the cake? Is this a dinosaur? Okay, Theodore? What happened here? Richard, our teacher, was murdered brutally. Who could have possibly done something like that? And you are? My name's Theodore. Me and my sister Clarice are disciples here. When was the last time you saw Richard? At the dining table during lunch. After that I continued cleaning the box room for the instruments on the ground floor. Okay. So you say, so you claim. Where were you between 2 and 4 p.m. when the murder took place? You know, my week was kind of hard and I was in a bad mood, so Elizabeth asked me to help her bake a cake. We worked together in the kitchen, and while I was baking, we were talking about funny animals. Okay. Where were you between 5 and 6? I was practicing in the practice room on the first floor. We always have to wait for Richard to finish his practice, so I started right around 5 p.m. What can you tell me about the victim? Oh, a prodigy, to say the least. His compositions were pure perfection. I'd lay down and listen to his practice every day. I'm filled with sadness and the thought of the great compositions that I will never be able to hear. Did you notice anything suspicious going on today? His playing felt very stiff during practice today. He also kept repeating the same piece over and over again, probably to master it, and yet I'm sure that something was bothering him. But okay, let's talk about the bayonet as the murder weapon. The killer used that weapon, I'm sure of it. It's the one from right in front of his office. The killer probably grabbed it on the way to Richard. Alright, what do you think about Clarice? Oh, my sister and I suffered a lot when our father died. Now we're just doing our best to become what our father never had a chance to become. Clarice has a stressful day preparing for the concert. Yeah, but why was she upset? Why was she angry? That was one thing. Alright, Elizabeth. I like her a lot, but I'm always annoyed by the fact that she treats me like I was 12. Oh, maybe he has a little crush on her? What do you think about Robert? Yes, he's a really good guy. We got a good relationship and understand each other well. He doesn't really fit here too well, but it's nice to have him here. Alright, well, let's see. Multiple stab wounds? The killer must have used a thrusting weapon. Alright, let's show the piano, yes. I can't explain this. Why would a master like him need a machine that would play on his own? I don't know. You tell me? That stuff has been there since before I got here. Robert told me it's Richard's equipment from the war, but I always try not to talk about that. I've lost too much because of it. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe the piano was there. That's interesting. So the piano could play songs on its own, and no one was disturb him while he was practicing. I don't know. But Clarice was the only one that knew when the piano was bought. Okay. Let's see. Did you really bake a cake? Her cake are always so delicious. Sometimes they make me forget what the world we live in only in a few seconds. Right. He had no enemies. Okay. Hard times recently? No. The pipe? The broken pipe from Richard's bathroom? Do you think that had something to do with the crime? I don't know. Maybe? Develop kind of relationship. The green. Let's talk about the green things. Took a nap in the lounge. Could be, I don't know. He often takes a nap in the afternoon. Let's see. The green thing. Wait, painless death. The war? I'm too young to remember anything. All I remember is great pain, as well as the constant precise gongs of the church bells striking to remember the dead. They were as precise as Richard was in keeping his timetable. Okay. War changed them a lot? No? Strange habits? I would say it's a consequence of the war. I guess that his obsession with green was one of the ways to deal with it. Okay. Richard was a really organized man with his timetable and stuff. He often had problems with other people's lack of order. Okay. He was a really special man, always trying to do something perfectly, like his timetable where he would carefully plan his every day. I guess he used it to keep himself busy. Mixing colors. Yeah, that's normal. He told me once on a day when he was particularly chatty that his father had a passion for blue, that he developed one for green. Why he then used red only for his composition is a mystery. The master planned his everyday. One of his many peculiarities, whatever. Never mind. I can't pronounce that right now. Is the last line written in different color? You know, me and my sister are colorblind. Okay, so we have trouble understanding all this talk about Richard's weird child. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. So they're colorblind. But from my understanding, he was very consistent with the color choice. Alright, so... Okay, so if they're colorblind... Okay. If they're... Okay, first of all, I don't know how he realized that it was in different color. So if he and her sister are colorblind, so it's either him or Clarice, because everyone else knew that he loved green. He only used green, right? So red for the compositions. Okay, that's good. Let's talk about Clarice a bit. Let's see, preparing for the concert. Yeah, she had concerts quite often. She's really good at playing that, and the fact that Richard organized a lot of concerts for her. Oh, really? Only for her? Interesting. Let's see. He was like a father. Alright, let's see. Where I need some running around. Why was she stressed? Okay. So the thing is, okay, so what we know for sure is that Theodore and Clarice are the only ones that were colorblind. So they wouldn't know how to write. You know, I'm starting to really think it's Clarice. Let me... Maybe I can talk to Robert? What do you think about Theodore? He's a really good friend. We spend a lot of time together. It's nice to have someone that is not completely focused on the music all the time. He makes my time spent here at the school more endurable. Okay, first of all, so he doesn't know anything about this. Let's see. Okay, where was that? Robert. No, I need Theodore. I need Theodore clues. I require some Theodore clues. See, you have to organize a lot of concerts? No. Colorblind. It could be. As I said, I have only been here for 7 months, so I'm not so informed about everyone. The siblings are colorblind, which could explain the red writings on the green timetable. That's very interesting. So one of them wrote on that list? I'm not sure why they would do that, but it seems to be the logical conclusion. Because one of them is the killer. And Clarice being the only one that knows where Richard got the piano from, she would know that she could put the piano to play, right? She would be the only one, because everyone else didn't know, right? What do you think about Theodore? A cute boy. I know he's already 19, but in some way I feel like he's my little boy. He tries so hard to reach his sister's level. Sadly, I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. Yeah, they're colorblind, so it makes sense that one of them wrote on the list, but I don't understand why they would do that. Because one of them is the murderer. That's why. But what? Writing? But what does that mean? Writing? What the fuck is this thing? Seriously. It kind of bothers me that I can't understand freaking a little bit of writing, but okay. So I think we narrowed it down to 2 suspects. Clarice. Okay, what do you think about Theodore? My little brother, he learned so fast. I'm so proud of him. We've got a really good connection, and I try to support and motivate him as much as I can, but sometimes he really needs a reminder. Okay. I like how this is like, you and Clarice are colorblind, but I'm asking Clarice, so this line should be, you know, you and Theodore are colorblind. Why should anyone else except Richard himself write on that list? I'm sure that my brother had nothing to do with that. And I wasn't here, obviously. Of course you were. You were until 3 PM. You could have killed him before. Wait. Let's see. Weird habits. Lost so much. Okay. The fact that she treats me like she's 12 now. I asked Elizabeth that she helped me out. It was a stressful day running around looking for some sheets I couldn't find. But in the end it worked out. Okay. Theodore. No. First floor. No, we got to get in the kitchen. Cake that was made. Wait, let's ask. Maybe I can find something like if Elizabeth was helping Clarice find some notes, maybe Theodore went up, killed him in that time. Let's see. The cake was supposed to be a surprise for Clarice's concert. Okay. No. Sure, something was bothering him. Wait. They suffer from the father. Clarice had a stressful day. Yeah, she prepared the concert. She looked a bit angry and was nervous. She also asked me which song she should play. Okay. That's He really loves green. Okay. Alright, so we narrowed it down. It's either Clarice, right? Clarice or Theodore. The problem is the timeline. So okay, let's see here. Well, I was preparing for the concert. I was really excited. I left the house at around 3:20. So okay, 3:20. And Theodore, let's see what Theodore said. My week was kind of hard and I was in a bad mood, so Elizabeth asked me to bake her a cake. We worked together in the kitchen. They worked together in the kitchen, but went up to his room right before he started practicing. So 2 p.m. See, that's the problem, because let's see, 2 p.m. He went upstairs and closed his door behind him. I was drinking tea with Theodore. So Theodore was drinking tea. Let's see. Except the tea mug, the tea bag was still in the mug. You know what? Maybe Theodore did it. Not really sure why. I don't know. Let's spitball this. Hey, Sherlock. Good evening. Well, a fine evening indeed. Looks like going to the concert was a good idea after all. So, my friend, you had some time for yourself on this case. Let's see how much you were able to find on this short period of time. Yeah, 48 minutes. I've been told that Richard, my old acquaintance, was killed here. From your discoveries, where was he killed? When was he killed? Okay, between 2 and 4 p.m. Do you have any proof of that? Yes. Wait. Let's see. This. I see. Did you discover the weapon used in the murder? So, with the kitchen knife? No. Richard's old bayonet. With the fireplace poker? No. The old bayonet. Do you have any proof? Yes. The actual picture. Where is it? Where is it? Must be... Yeah, here we are. Yes. I see. Well then, to the burning question. Who did it? Okay, so it's either Clarice or Theodore. I'm gonna say... Ah, she was angry. Why was she angry? I'm gonna say... Theodore. Proof? Oh, I don't even have proof. Theodore. I know, because they were colorblind. Wait, where's Theodore? Theodore! He did one for green. I see. And what? And have you found out why Richard was selling Theodore's compositions as his own? What? Well, Richard wanted to expel Theodore, which drove him mad. Richard was selling Theodore's compositions as his own. You know, that could be it. That could be it, because his creativity went down after the war. I'm gonna say this. Do you have any proof of that? Actually, no. Wait. He's Elizabeth. Creativity. Wait. Green piano. Wait, where is it? I think it was Elizabeth. Wait, what was that? I like to believe, no? Richard was in love with the color green. Because the color changes in the compositions. Mixing colors in his compositions. Let me think. This is spitballing. I don't have enough proof. Let's assume that what you say until now. Theodore killed Richard between 2 and 4 p.m. with a bayonet because Richard was selling his compositions as his own. Thank you. I'll take it over from here. Score 40% of important dialogues heard, 39% of case solved, grade F. So that's a bad grade, and apparently we only got 40% of the important dialogues heard, which is pretty crazy. That means more than half we didn't, and 39% of the case solved. This game is weird in terms of because this is the first time I play it, and yeah. That was weird. That was really weird. So everyone, that was a case for Watson. I was really expecting, either, I was expecting that I found the murderer, but at least, I only got 40% of the important dialogue, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But I think I was onto something there. The fact that, he was writing only in green and he was obsessed with green, and then his later compositions were in red. Maybe it was Clarice actually, and she killed him because they developed a relationship, and she was helping Richard write stuff. I don't know what happened, but if you want to try and solve the case yourself, check out Sherlock, a case for Watson. Right now it is available for Windows, macOS, and Linux on Ninja.io. It's a really interesting case. I wish the UI was a little bit better, all the drag and drop, the fact that you have to scroll so much to find specific things. That's not it's not great. You could play on easy though, and some lines will be highlighted, so it maybe becomes easier to find clues and find stuff that you could ask about. But again, the UI could be better, I think, and maybe a little bit of interactivity, an extra interactivity would have been nice. But for now, that's still a pretty good project, and I don't know, maybe we'll get to see another case for Watson eventually. But for now, check it out yourself, try to solve it, and if you solve it, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks so much everyone for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up really quick. And if you like what I do here, consider subscribing. That would be immensely helpful if you could subscribe and tell other people about the channel. youtube.com/cryptic-hybrid. You can also support me by using the affiliate links in the description below. I have Amazon and Humble Store affiliate links, so if you use those services, bookmark the links, the appropriate links, and whenever you use them to make a purchase, you help me and the channel out without paying anything extra. You literally don't have to do anything except use those links, and it's a very small thing to do, but it goes a long way. Thanks again everyone for watching, and until the next time we see each other, have an awesome day.